Courtroom order, please remain seated.
Good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my understanding the jury has been able to reach a verdict. If anyone is not able to remain in the courtroom, regardless of what the verdict is, maintain your composure and keep your mouth closed as far as making any verbal utterances. I would ask you to please leave now. Anyone who makes any type of disruption of the courtroom will be going to jail tonight. All right, please ask the jury to come in.
All rise for the jury.
All right, please have a seat, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Morris, I understand the jury has been able to reach a verdict.
We have, Your Honor.
Has the verdict been agreed to by all 12 members of the jury?
Yes, it has, Your Honor.
Has it been reduced to writing, dated, and signed by you as foreperson?
Yes, sir, it has.
Will you please hand the verdict form to the sheriff? Verdict reads as follows: State of Georgia versus Marcus Everhart. We, the jury, find the defendant of all counts. Did I read that correctly?
Yes, sir.
As to State of Georgia versus Howard Weems, we, the jury, find the defendant not guilty of count 1, felony murder, not guilty of count 2, aggravated assault, guilty of count 3, guilty of count 4, not guilty of count 8, guilty of count 9 and guilty of count 10. Did I correctly read that verdict, Mr. Morris?
Yes, Your Honor.
Would you please hand each of these verdict forms to defense counsel?
Judge, you did it again. You didn't read the verdict for Everhart. You left out the word guilty.
Really? To the extent that I was not clear, the verdict as to State versus Mr. Everhart is guilty as to all counts. I thought I was clear, but I was just told by Ms. Fisher that I was not clear, so I believe I am now. Ms. Michaels? You through with the verdict forms, Mr. McCain?
The form of the verdict appears correct. I would ask at some point to hold here.
All right. Do you join in that request, Ms. Michaels?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, as I call your name, if you would just please stand and answer a couple questions for me. Jeffrey Bonds. Mr. Bonds, is this your verdict?
Yes.
As to each defendant?
Yes, Your
Is this your verdict in the jury room?
Yes,
Is this now your verdict?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. You may have a seat. Carolyn James, is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict in the jury room?
Yes.
Is this now your verdict?
Yes.
Thank you. Michelle Martin. Ms. Martin, is this your verdict?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is this your verdict in the jury room?
Yes.
Is this now your verdict?
Yes.
Thank you. You may be seated. Mr. Morris, is this your verdict?
Yes, sir.
Is this your verdict in the jury room?
Yes.
Is this now your verdict?
Yes.
Thank you. Gary Berry. Mr. Berry, is this your verdict?
Yes, it is.
Is this your verdict in the jury room?
Yes, sir.
Is this now your verdict?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Mr. Davenport, is this your verdict?
Yes, sir.
Is this your verdict in the jury room?
Yes, sir.
Is this now your verdict?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Christopher James, is this your verdict? Is this your verdict in the
Yes.
jury room? Is this now your verdict?
Yes.
Henry Higgison, also known as Grant. Mr. Higgison, is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict in the jury room?
Yes.
Is this now your verdict?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Ms. Marino, is this your verdict?
Yes, Your
Is
Honor.
this your verdict in the jury room?
Yes.
Is this now your verdict? Ms. Martin, is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict in the jury room? Is this now your verdict? Mr. Weaver,
Yes, sir.
is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict in the jury room?
Yes, sir.
Is this now your verdict?
Yes.
Ms. Wilkerson, is this your verdict?
Yes,
Is this your verdict in the jury room?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is this now your verdict?
Yes.
Did I miss anyone? I believe I told all 12 jurors. Anything further on behalf of the state? Anything further on behalf of the defense?
I have motions, Your Honor.
Okay. The hour is late. What type of motions do you have?
Motions for judgment on the standing verdict.
All right.
Several counts. Inconsistent.
The court will be able to address those. It would be my intent to proceed with the next hearing this coming Wednesday at 10 o'clock. Counsel available?
Yes.
Yes, for the state.
All right. Mr. Everhart, the jury has returned the verdict that has been pronounced in court. I'm going to remand you to the custody of the sheriff until this coming Wednesday. Mr. Weems, you've been on a bond on this case for 2.5 years. You have no prior involvement with the law except as a law enforcement officer. I'm going to allow you to remain on your own recognizance and report back to this courtroom at 10 o'clock on Wednesday. And you know the stakes, and you know you need to be back at the appointed time. And if I thought I had any idea that you wouldn't be back, obviously I wouldn't extend this courtesy to you.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So, all right. At this time, the court's adjourned, and we resume at 10 o'clock Wednesday morning next week.
Just one matter, just procedural. Sometimes as attorneys, we like to find out what we did right, what we did wrong, or compliance, and ask the court to.
I'll instruct the ladies and gentlemen that if they'd wish to speak to you, that it's certainly welcome to.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain in order for a moment. I have some final instructions. Ladies and gentlemen, if this time your one day or one jury trial services come to a conclusion, when you came down here Monday of last week, you had no idea what type of case you'd be asked to sit upon. And it could have been any type of criminal case. It could have been any type of civil case. It could have been a domestic relations case. As I told you, we have a lot of hard decisions that have to be made, and there's a universe of cases where the parties are not able to work out the differences, and we need a jury to do it. Having been involved in the justice system since 1977, almost 40 years in one capacity or another, I can tell you with a great deal of certainty that none of us and none of our loved ones are immune from sitting at either one of those two tables just through the course of our ordinary lives. On the civil side, we can have auto wrecks, we can have people injured on our property or vice versa and be sued or sue somebody else and find ourselves in court. On the domestic side, divorces happen. And on the criminal side, we all have friends or family somewhere on our tree of life who have been involved with the criminal justice system as someone who's a victim of a crime or someone who's been charged with a crime. I know if I'm sitting at one of those tables, or if my family members are, I'd certainly want good folks like you to listen to my case. Bottom line is none of us would want folks that have nothing better to do for the day than earn $25 listen to our case. So on behalf of counsel for Mr. Eberhardt and Mr. Williams and counsel for the state, and on behalf of the court, we do thank you for the sacrifice that you have made, particularly this time of year. Thank you very much. I'll ask you to step back in the jury room, and I'll have some final instructions for you. Mr. Eberhardt, will you just go with the sheriff? The jury indicated they don't wish to talk to the judge. I don't know.
Oh, you want a copy too? Yes. Yeah, let me go. I'll be right back.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can do that.